Their dog reached the fence and bit our dog on the nose.
If you see a little dog halfway through the fence, you pull your dog back.
Pit bull owners who aren't very convincing.
Their dog didn't get out of the fence.
Their dog did get out of the fence, halfway through.
I'm not visualizing what you're telling me.
But pictures speak louder than words.
What the defendants have here is compelling evidence to me.
This is Judge Judy.
Ms. Salikian, is your claim that the defendant's dog, the Quantz?
Correct.
Quantz's dog bit your dog, and your dog
Correct.
was in your fenced-in area, that their dog somehow got its nose in between, its snout in between the fence posts, and somehow got a hold of your dog suffered injury. Mr. Fox, raise your hand. This is Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, this is the nature of his participation in this case. You're the neighbor.
Yes.
And I don't know what the nature of the lawsuit is against Mr. Fox,
I will explain, if I may.
because he doesn't have a dog. He's a neighbor of theirs. So first tell me, what kind of a dog do you have?
He's a multi-poo,
How big?
16 pounds.
And what kind of a dog do you have? Who's speaking for you?
I'll do it.
What kind of
It's a mix. It's a boxer and a pit bull mixed together.
And you live in the same community.
Yes, we do.
It's a gated community.
Right.
How long have you had the dog?
5 years.
And how long have you had your dog?
Pretty much since birth, since he was 6 months, and he's about 7 years old right now.
Do you have a picture of the fence?
I do,
I'd
Your
like to
Honor.
take a look at the picture
Sure.
of the fence. On what date did this happen?
This happened August 14th, 2018, Your Honor.
Well, that's a pretty serious fence. That's a metal fence, and it's clearly designed to contain a dog that is about the size of your dog. Can't get underneath. Too big, 16 pounds. I know what that is. I have one that's almost that, a dog that's almost that size. How much does your dog weigh?
About 65 to 70 pounds.
Now, on the 14th of August, you let the dog out in order to relieve itself, and it was running up this mountain,
Correct.
or this little hill.
Correct.
And you were walking your dog along a public street.
Right.
Now, I'm going to ask you some serious questions, and I have to get the correct answers from you, sir, because I've read your complaint and I have common sense. Were you walking your dog with a leash or without?
With the leash. We always walk it with the leash.
And I assume that as you're walking with your dog on a leash, from what you say in your answer, you saw the plaintiff's dog running up the hill.
No.
When was the first time you saw any interaction between the plaintiff's dog and your dog?
When their dog reached the fence and bit our dog on the nose.
Okay.
And I tried to separate the dogs that
just
time.
a second. I don't quite understand. You're walking your dog on a leash,
Correct.
and your dog stops to put its nose at a fence line, because that's the only way, because their dog didn't get out of the fence. Their dog didn't get out of the fence.
Their dog did get out of the fence, halfway through the body.
What you're telling me is the head of the dog, usually the largest part of a dog, got through. It was stopped at the shoulders. Is that what you're telling me? And your dog went up to it. You see, she doesn't know what happened there, and you may or may not know what happened there. I'm a blank slate.
Okay. I was there right over the dog, and when it happened, and their dog at the waist was outside the gate.
So their
with-
dog,
outside
was,
the fence
just a sec-
with their mouth on top of our dog's snoot.
Just a second.
I tried to
What was your-
separate them.
If you're walking your dog, I'm walking my dog. I mean, were you listening to a radio? Were you talking to your wife? So you see, if you see a little dog that's halfway through the fence and you have your dog on a leash, you pull your dog back.
You didn't see it?
Don't speak. You pull your dog back. If your dog is
Absolutely.
on a leash, but you see it. You see a little dog with its head through a fence, and you see your dog, which is a much larger dog, approaching that dog, which you had to have seen. And if your dog is on a leash, you pull it back.
If you can react that fast. I mean, it happens very
Just a s-
quickly.
No, you don't have to react that fast, because this all isn't done quietly. You have a yapper, so you have to hear this dog, if what you're saying is true. Yapping is it's trying to get through the fence and get to your pit bull / boxer mix. Trying to, then you hear yapping, yap, 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 and maybe you hear your dog barking. So this doesn't happen fast. You have a reaction time.
On the contrary, it happened almost immediately.
All right.
मेरे घर में कोई बाती नहीं जलती, कुछ भी नहीं देखा जाती। इसमें फैन घूम रहा है, ये लाइट है, ये है स्विच। एंड हमारा बिल्डिंग तकरीबन 6 साल पुराना है। एंड इसमें फुल वर्क नहीं किया गया है। दैट मीन ईट, इसमें सिर्फ ईट गाता गया है एंड इसमें प्लास्टर नहीं करा गया है। इसमें प्लास्टर करने का काम ये है कि इसमें प्लास्टर करना एंड इसमें ग्लास लगाना, इसका वॉल साधना, इसका क्या इधर है, इसका इसका जो ये থাকে সিঁড়ির উপরে চিলাকোঠা, इसका चिलाकोठा नहीं कंप्लीट हुआ, यही इसका रीज़न है। इसमें फैन घूम रहा है और हमारे इस इलाका में करंट भी नहीं रहता।